Welcome back to my YouTube tutorial. This is ABM Graphics. Today we are here to learn how to do some basic animation in Photoshop. As I said earlier, I said we can use Photoshop to do some basic video editing, but some were disagreeing with me because they never experience or they never do that. So in this particular tutorial, I just want to show you some basic thing when it comes to doing animation in Photoshop. And on this particular distance is nothing but we just maybe you want to do a jiffy animation or just a website banner animation so that you can put it in your website so that it will be there working like a video, like we are just going to make it like animated something so that we can see some kind of effect on that particular distance. So there is my Photoshop, and that is Photoshop CS6 that we are going to use for today. Yes, we are just taking all the versions can also do that, but I just like to use this particular version for this particular tutorial. So this is what I just designed, or this is what I just sketched for that particular tutorial. First of all, what we need to do is that you have to finish all your design, all what you need to do for that particular web banner, like what I do. Shoe for sale like this is okay for me, and that is just for tutorial sake. So the first thing I'm going to do, or I'm going to head over after designing all over this thing, is that I'm just going to what is the name, window. Then when I click window, I'll just use my mouse to find this particular property, that is timeline. I'm just going to click on timeline. Then when I click on timeline, that is what I'll get, the sub distance, and it has separated the Photoshop into two. You get that, top and down, you get that. And you can also try and make it small, you can make it bigger, all that, it's just about pulling it and pulling it out, as you can see. So this is what we'll have right now, and that is what I'm going to have right now. Very okay for me. So we have something like this over here. So first of all, what we need to do is to learn the basic things. So this is the playback and playback, play, and this is play, and this is cutting. When you want to cut some parts, you can do that. And this is the effect, the transition effects. That is that's all what we can have here, you get that. And over here there are also properties, and here too there is also navigation distance button over here, and all that. That is what we can have there. And when you click over here, you can get all the distance, playback, loop, playback. You click on that one, it will play and replay and replay again, you get that. Yes. And allow frame skipping, all that functions too is working out, and all this you can find it. And this, when you click on the properties distance, you can also find all these things over there, you get that. Yes. So now after I design my destiny and I want to do that particular animation in Photoshop, what I need to do over here is that when I click on this particular distance, we have two different things: create video timeline and create frame animation, you get that. The frame animation, when you do that, that one will look like a pictures icons or pictures thumbnails, you get that. So that you can easily do it, either you are using design by design, okay. When you are doing it design by design, when you want to animate design by design, a design or flyer by a flyer, then you can decide to use this frame animation. But you just want to use this design like this, and you want this one to do some kind of thing, this one should also do some kind of effect, the shoe should also do some kind of effects, then you have to use this particular create video timeline to do that, you get that. Yes. So first of all, I'm just going to click on this particular thing, and that is what I'm going to get. As you can see, it has give me all these files on that, you get that. It has given me all these files in that, you get that. So first of all, what I need to do over here is that it's too long and I don't want it to be too that long, so I'm just going to drag it small. I don't want it to be the video or this pattern kind of distance to be too long for me. No, I just want to get a short distance over there, just like that, you get that. Yes. So I'm just going to have it just like that, you get that. Yes. So I'm just pulling it up so that I can have some kind of seconds, not that too big, just smaller one animation for that, you get that. Yes. and I can have all this. You get that? So that is what I have right now, and as you can see, that is the color, that is the color at the background, and this is the gradient that I added. That is cell, and the cell is this particular cell over there, and then I link it with the top cell over here too, and then this is the shoe, as you can see it, and then there is the shoe spelling over there, and there is the ellipse tool, or that's the circle tool, and this is 4 and all that. That is what I can have somewhere here, right, just like that. So first of all, what I need to do over here is that I'm just going to come to over this particular place. You get that? That's the gradient, and that particular gradient, or I'm just going to animate it. I'm just going to give some kind of animation to it. So what I need to do is to come and click over here. Then when I click over there, I'm going to come and pick fade with color. Then I'll pick that one. Then I'll just come and pull it over here. You get that? As I put that particular distance over there with this color, you can see that the color, the background color has just changed like that. So let me play it and let's see something that will happen. When I click on play, and as you can see, it's playing. You can see the changes. It's changing drastically. You get that? Yes, it has changed to the normal gradient that I have over there. You get that? Yes. So the next thing again I have to do over there again is that let me give it another one, but this one should be here, should be last over here. And then when it's going to do, I just wanted to come up with a color of this. Let me use this particular color over there, just like that. Okay, so and then I'm just going to click create, and then as it changes, it will change to different color again over here. You get that? Yes, it will change to different color again over here. So let's see something over here. So on this particular distance, I can decide to drag it at this end and drag this one a little also bit so that it won't be too much. And then over this particular distance, I can also make addition to it by changing the color to any kind of color I wish to use. Then I can have it just like that. And then the next thing again I'm going to do is to play it back. Okay, or you can just hold this thing to see the effect. You see the effect is going, and we have it just like that. Okay, so the next thing again I'm going to do again is that I'm just going to have a fade over here, fade with black, and then that one I'm going to put it over here. You get that? So when I place it over here, then I'll just drag my distance back just like that, and then I'll play it again. Then when I play it again, you can see the kind of effect that will be happening around the background. It will be changing and all that. We get that? Yes. So let's have that one there just like that. The next thing again I'm going to do is that I'm going to pick this particular shoe. Okay, shoe, then I'm going to give it another one. So that one I'm just going to give it a fade. Let me give it a fade just like that. Okay, so when I give it a fade, and let me just move my mouse, you see that it has coming out, it has coming out, it has coming out, it has come out. So the next thing I'm going, let me just play it and you see the effect. Let's have something like that. You see that it is on, it's just like something that is on and up. You get that? Yes, as you can see. So another thing that I normally do is that, let me show you something over here. You see this and this, these two things I can decide to do what? I can decide to group it into one. Then when I group it into one, I can give it that kind of emotion there. You get that? I can give it that kind of emotion there. So let me click on my this thing, then I'll come to layers over here. So this particular two layers, I'll just have to group it just like that. Okay, so when I grouped it over there, let's see something over there. Let me try to put something on over there. You see that it cannot do. So anything that you grouped and you want to add a kind of animation to it, you won't be able to do that. You get that? But you can also do that when you open it up just like that, and then you select one of them. Then you can also get a way to add that kind of animation to it just like that. Okay, and then over this particular circle too, I'll add another one to it just like this. You get that? Yes. So let's see something over here. Then you can decide to do what? To close it up again. So this one, I'm just going to move it a little bit just like this. You get that? And then over this one, I'm just going to move that one to just like this. You get that? And then cell this thing to the two cell. I'm just going to move that one to somewhere like this, and then this one I'm going to do the same thing to it so that it will match up with this cell. This one and this one should match up. You get that? Yes, fine. And then let's see. So this particular distance, let me add the shoe. Let me add up a color or just kind of a distance to that one too. So I'm just going to add this particular distance to it. Then when I add up with that color, let me see, I can decide to change it with this color. That will be okay. Then I'll pull up my distance to the startup. So look at how it will be when it's animation. Then you do what? I'll play it. Then when I play it, it will start it like this. Then shoe will come up, and then for cell will come up, and then this is how the effect is going to work with you, and the background too will be changing, and at the end of the day, this is what you will get. That looks so beautiful. It started again. So this is how the animation is being do in Photoshop. So as we can see, you can also decide that okay, the background, this is the background. You can also make it come this way, and then you can also play around this one to match up with this, and all of them you can make sure that it's match up so that you won't have any difficulty in this. So let's come back to this thing over here, and then what I need to do over here is that I'm just going to ungroup it just like that. And then when I ungroup it just like that, what I need to do over here is that for the 4, I'm going to give it fade. Okay, fade. And this one to the circle. For the circle, I'm going to fade it. I'm going to give it a fade with color, and that fade with color, I'm going to give it white, just like that. You get that? Yes. And then I'll make sure that the circle should come before the what? Before the 4. You get that? For this particular 4 over here, shoe for cell, it should come before the circle. So that is why I make the circle rather should come before the 4 distance spell. So I can have something like that over there. And then the shoe, let me move it a little bit here, and then for cell here, it's okay for me. That will be okay. So the next thing we need to do over here again, let's do what? Let's play it. Then when we play it, there is kind of thing. So you see the circle has come out in line with the 4 is popping up, and that other. You get that? Yes. So this is just the basic explanation that I can give to this animation in Photoshop. As you can see, if you are all if you don't understand this particular distance, kindly put a comment on the comment box so that I'll do another video to just show you how this thing is being done in Photoshop without any much problem. So let's see. Let me just stop it over here. Then what I need to do over here is that I just want to make another one with this the same thing. Right now, let's have something like that over there. Okay, this one should be somewhere here. That one should match up. You get that? And then the shoe, that one should be okay for me, and then this one too should be okay for me. And then over this particular distance, I'm going to add another distance to it, fade with black, and that is what I'm going to have. So in this particular distance, you can have it in a way that you can have this one should start up with transition and end with transition. So this is the startup transition, and this is the end transition as the background, how we do this one. So let me click on this one, and I come, and then over that particular this one over there, I'm just going to change the color to, let's say, let me use red. Then I'll give it red, just like that. I'm changing the transition over there too. So over here too, I'll do the same thing to it, just like that, and I'll change the color to, let's say, this kind of color over there. You get that? Now let's do our play. Let's play it again, and let's see. So let me move that distance to over here, then you can play. Then when you play, this is what you get. You get that? That is how the effect is going to happen. You get that? It has changed to the normal thing, and it will fade up again. It's fading up with different color again. You get that? Yes, with this again. Looks so beautiful. Thank you. So um the the animation or the timeline in Photoshop, that particular property is very good and is lovely to use. You get that? So you can use it for when you want to do animation, the jiffy pictures and all that. You can use it. You get that? So this particular shoe, let me that's the shoe spelling, right? So let me just move it to somewhere here, and then I'll add up another one to it just like that. You get that? So when you have something like that over there, then you can do what? You can play it again to see the effect. You get that? So this is how the thing is going to happen, and you can see that it's changing different to different. You get that? Yes. And then you can have it just like that. You get that? Yes. Nice. So as we have done all this animation, all what you need to do now is that you just have to go to file. You're now going to save it, then you go to save for web. Then when you click on save for web, this is the panel that is going to come out for you to check on. So the first thing or what you need to do over here is that you have to wait for this particular panel to render. So when it render, everything is brought out, everything together, then you can now do what? You can now save it. You get that? Yes. And let me just show you some kind of savings that you are going to get. So I'm going to just reduce it a little bit, just like that. You get that? And you can even play it over here again to see the effect. You get that? Yes, you can play it over there to see the effect. And then the changes, you can call it, you can say it forever. It should play forever. It should play and play and play and play. It shouldn't stop. You get that? Yes, you can do that. And then before you do that, this particular distance, you have to click on this and select Jiffy. Then you select Jiffy, select selective diffusion. Okay, for now let me just show you with this kind of settings. That will be okay. But then you check out all that, the percentage 100, the quality by cubic is okay for you. And then you can also, the smoother, the sharper, is depend on how you want the distance to look for you, how beautiful or how good this one's you want it to look. You get that? So you can check out all these settings up. If it's okay for you, then you select all those this thing. So the bicubic sharper, it will make the video, it will make that particular GIF very good, and it will look beautiful for you, and as you have it in your distance, then you can have it just like that. And then looping options, you select forever. It should do it, it should be doing and keep doing. It shouldn't stop. You get that? Then after that, you do what? You save. And when you click on save, after your changes have been made, all what you need to do over here is that you can select HTML and images, or image only. The HTML is a web program language. That's a hypertext markup language. And then image only, or there's the same or you can choose either only the hypertext markup language only. So, but this now, I just want you to see the effect, or just to see what I have done. So I'm just going to click on this particular distance, use these two distances, then I'll click save. Then when I click save, then I'm just going to save it. You get that? So you just have to wait for the saving to get finished, then you can see the effect that it has worked or it has not worked for you. You get that? Yes. As far as the distance, after you make all your settings and everything and it's done, then you are good to go. So let's have something over here. Then all what we need to do over here is that there is the image, there is the images, that this one, that's the image that we have just seen over here. Then when you click on it, it's just going to open up for you to see what you have done. So there is that, but you can see the effect. Okay, you can see the effect here. Not all that particular photo viewers can actually show up that particular effect, but let's click on that animation, this thing over here. That one is just like a web document. You get that? Yes. So for that one, when you open up that with that one, you can see that that particular effect is what is really working for you. Just look at, you can see. So this is how that particular animation or the web banner animation is being designed with Avian Graphics. Yes, so that is just that. As you can see, thank you very much for watching. This is Avian Graphics, and have a nice day. If you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you are already a subscriber, thank you very much for coming back. Bye bye.